You know, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Do I got good sound? Check my sound right quick, cause this motherfucker, it's that new shit. This motherfucker, it's that new shit. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good sound. Oh, that's good sound. I like that. That's a good break right there. Okay. Oh, damn it. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Let's put the motherfucking shit on. Y'all niggas tripping. Y'all niggas tripping. God damn it. Y'all niggas tripping. Okay? The fuck you mean to think I ain't motherfucking streaming? You crazy? Oh, you goddamn right I'm streaming. Why? I'm here today. I'm here today. The fuck? Okay? Damn it, I'm here today. And we gonna keep hold on. Wait a minute. Get all my shit together here. Hold the fuck on. Hold up. Get all my shit together here. Okay? Let me get a little organized. You know, I ain't been in the studio in a minute, but you know, this motherfucker still work. This motherfucker still work. You understand? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Let me go grab my weed and my water. Okay. Let me go get my weed and my water. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go. Hold on. Mm-hmm. This was phone plugged up and shit, you know? Oh yeah, good. Wait. Somebody might call my phone and shit. I don't want to miss no phone calls. All right, don't nobody love me like that. Okay. Check, 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 check. All right. Checked up, nigga. Oh, I can't even walk. I'm gonna motherfucking cover this shit. My whole ankle then went out, y'all. I can't even walk. I had to go home early. Nigga. I can't even. My leg is fucked. My ankle fucked up, y'all. My ankle fucked up. Okay. I take my dumb ass to the hospital. Have my old ass looked at. Okay. But I'm stubborn, just like the rest of my goddamn family. All right. This motherfucking leg gonna have to go all the way the fuck out before I sit my dumb ass in the hospital. That's right. Shout out to the lurker. Shout out to World News. Nigga, where is Fondy? Where is Fondy? We need Fondy in the motherfucking building. Okay. World News. Okay, we shout out to Tracy. Motherfucking shout out to all the motherfuckers. Okay, on this monumental day as we get into day two. Okay, we saw what day one was bringing, right? We saw what day one is bringing. Um, okay, where the fuck is Jazzy? Where is Jazzy? Jazzy. I know you don't like ZX. I know you don't like this, but god damn it, girl, do you see what's happening right now, Jazzy? Do you see what the fuck's happening right now? Okay, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to put motherfucking ZX just on pause for a minute so we can cover this motherfucker real shit, Jazzy. Okay? You tripping. Okay, let's cover this real shit right here, girl. You know what time it is. You know what motherfucking time it is. Everybody know what time it is. Okay? We are going. Oh, look, we got Bozzy in the motherfucker. Oh, shit. You know what's about to happen. There goes Stacy. Oh, shit. You know what's about to happen. To all the new people, yeah, y'all are going to be real fucking confused right now. It's okay. It's okay to be confused. It's all right. We don't have a whole lot of explaining to do over this motherfucker. You know, it was too much. It's too much to explain. You just gonna have to pick up where the fuck we at, which is here and now. Okay? Which is here and motherfucking now. And you see, look, they got us waiting in suspense, right? They got us waiting in some motherfucking suspense and shit, okay? On the goddamn proceedings. You know, if your black ass was in court, they'd have been started on your motherfucking ass. They'd have processed you right off rip. But that's fine. They're giving everybody an opportunity to prep up. I understand. Shout out to 11 Alive. 11 Alive said, yo, this shit is going down. This shit is going down in Chinatown. Okay? This shit is going down in Chinatown, and goddamn it, we are going to be here to cover it. Okay? So being that we are in the tropics, once again, it's only right that we start off right. You dig? Light them if you got them.
I know you like this lifestyle we're living, getting in tune with Mother Nature. Download these life codes that I've been given, put into action, they could save us. Always giving all that we got. From my heart, I love myself. You're my reflection, I thought I'd tell ya. Separation's an illusion. I am you and you are me. Let's stop fighting one another. If we embrace what makes all us different, love is understanding each other. Ocean breeze and palm trees, you know I got it. I live my life the right way, I'm in the tropics. In tune with the divine knowledge, they can't stop me. Tapped into the supreme being, I'm God-bodied. Humble hand and iron fist, they acknowledge modern day lifestyle, yeah, the Christ conscious. Carbonation, the frequency that they keep watching. Connecting back to a natural state is my only option. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. I walk a path, picked up my the narrow road. No more pointing the finger, I am responsible. Change my on everything, watch my world unfold. I made mistakes on this journey, I ain't proud about it. But I'm still standing strong, cause I'm about it. They say pressure make a diamond, so I'm in the cut. The lower self for me to fall, but I ain't giving up. I know you like this lifestyle we're living, getting in tune with Mother Nature. Download these life codes that I've been given. Put into action, they could save us.
Shit.
Always giving all that we got.
Y'all know where we at right now.
I love myself.
Y'all know where we at right now. Okay, we are back in the motherfucking tropics.
I am you and you are me.
Okay.
Let's stop fighting one another. If we
they gonna fuck us over and say, yeah, they doing the show, they doing the trial tomorrow. They gonna fuck us over. Okay? And we on fire right now. Okay? You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with us tonight. Okay? We on fire right now. We on fire right now.
Shining bright, we'll walk up to the sun.
Let's go. We on fire right now, y'all. Yeah. Yeah.
Shining bright to the sun.
All right. Yes. Yes. What you didn't know motherfucking Nature Boy had hits, motherfucker? Are y'all crazy? Okay. Y'all didn't know Nature Boy had hits? That's why they got him arrested. That's why they locked him up. They didn't want him dropping Shining Bright on these niggas. He would have been a goddamn multi-billionaire. Nigga would have dropped Shining Bright, bitch. Okay. He came out with Shining Bright. They said this nigga's too much. He has to be shut down. Okay. You crazy? Y'all didn't know Nature Boy was laying it down like that in the studio. Okay. You know, we do have some of those fights recorded, don't we, Bozzy? Don't we got some of it? You know, we got some of that shit, right here on the AOV channel. Whole goddamn collection. It's some dust on it, right, girl? But if we go and look back, we got all that shit documented. Do we not? Hell, some of that shit, remember, we had to put on private, girl. They was getting naked. They, taking clothes off, coochies out, and when motherfuckers wasn't washing their ass. Remember, they was pissing in the grass, wiping off with a towel and shit, you know. And we was like, oh, I know that just can't smell right. You pissing and just wiping your coochie with a dry towel. And you do this over and over and over and over, and they, niggas didn't believe in using soap. How do you remove piss without bleach? I got to clean my basement. If I didn't have bleach, I like what would I do? Okay. Yes, it was better than National Geographic. It was better than everything on television. Let's keep it a buck. The Nature Boy era was better than everything on television. Okay? Real motherfucking talk. And let me go back here. Hold on, y'all. They starting this shit off late as hell. Okay? It's like Atlanta know that this shit got some got a little weight on it. Okay? It's definitely got some weight on it. And they like, yo, all right, get the people in the room. All right, look. They are like, yo, get the people in the room. We are not going live. We are not doing shit until we get 100 likes in this motherfucker. they on that tip right now, y'all. They are on that tip. They like shit. Okay? Opening statements. Opening motherfucking statements, y'all. This is the big one right here. Okay? Because we already heard what he said yesterday, but this is the big one. This is the big one. Because they're going to be like, yo, this is what we got. This is what this nigga did. This is why he need to be in jail for. Okay? Don't nobody on YouTube matter. It's just them 12 motherfuckers. And you better hope that the T didn't have sex with one of the jurors before she went in there. Okay? Real motherfucking talk. Real motherfucking talk. I'm telling y'all, the T is a whole lot more powerful than people give her credit for. And she could pull off some shit like that. She could have put the moves on one of the jurors already. Okay? The camera should just flash the jury box so we can see if we know any of them niggas. Okay? They really should have had us go over the jury. Like, nah, that's a combination member right there, nigga. That was the one that went and got kicked out the next day. No, you can't. No, not you. But hey, ain't you a part of the Beam team? Oh no, you can't be on the jury. That's one of world news people. Okay, nigga, ain't you Bozzy's second cousin, motherfucker? Oh, you definitely can't be a juror. Nope, you can't be on. Nope, you can't. Nope, you can't be a juror. We should have did the screening. We'd have made sure we found 12 motherfuckers that don't know shit about this shit right here. We could have found 12 motherfuckers that didn't know shit. Okay? But they didn't let us screen. They didn't let us screen no motherfucking body. So Nature Boy is definitely out here. All right, like definitely in a tight spot. Excuse me. Now, excuse me. Excuse me. You know, that's what I said. I had to bring my weed to trial. It is 9 motherfucking 30. These niggas still ain't started yet. You feel me? They tripping. They are tripping. They trying to eat up. You know what they doing? They eating off the ads right now, y'all. They eating off the ads. They didn't close the chat. They don't want no chat room. Okay? I think it's a mistake. Y'all the news. How the fuck y'all shutting down free speech, motherfucker? Okay? Chat room would have been lit. Oh well. Then we'll light up our own chat rooms. Not a problem. Hold on, y'all. We'll get our own chat room. Grab my water bottle. Okay. Yeah, I promise y'all. I promise y'all. If this was any one of us, nigga, we would have been processed already. The trial would have been over. These motherfuckers is taking a sweet motherfucking time in Atlanta. Like, you know what, dog? We are going to milk this for every single ounce that we can. I understand. I understand, bro. I understand. We get it. We motherfucking get it. They are taking their time, y'all, before they get this motherfucking shit started. Okay? Now, with this long ass delay, look, they didn't have Daryl Brooks waiting this goddamn long. Okay? They might have a fight breaking out or some shit right now. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Classic carbonation shit. Okay? Okay? Shit. Hey. Being sentenced to 25 years and you almost 40 years old, that basically is a death sentence. Okay? Release you back in the street when you an old man and shit. Don't know nothing. Don't know how anything worked. Don't know how anything moved. Oh yeah. Real talk. Uh-oh. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The wait is over with these slow motherfuckers. We live, bitch. Let's get into it. Come on, unmute your mic, bitch. Unmute your mic. Look at him. I knew it was something happening. These niggas arguing, y'all. They arguing. Look at them. They in the corner fighting. They got the mic on. They got they mics on mute. Somebody call 11 Alive to take the goddamn mic off mute, bitch. Unmute. Oh, Atlanta ain't shit. You know, at least I'm prepped. At least I'm prepared. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear affirm your testimony will give the court with the truth and whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Who is that?
State your full name, please.
Danielle Holland. DANNIELLE. Holland is in the country.
Okay. I understand you want to record the proceedings via an iPhone, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work for
No.
an outlet?
No, I'm
Who the fuck is this?
journalist.
Okay.
Bitch, get your ass out of here.
Is there a reason why you can't get the footage from Fox 5?
Yes, ma'am. They've indicated that I could get it via Chromebook or a computer.
Okay.
Get this motherfucker out of here. Are you for
The
real?
reason we do this, do the pooled footage, is so that we don't have multiple cameras going on in the courtroom, and holding up an iPhone, I think can be distracting.
Can somebody remove her?
Jurors not film.
Why is she up there?
Control it somewhat.
What is she talking about? I want to film inside the courtroom. This is stupid.
So that's why they are designated as the official.
This is stupid.
Videographer.
Judge,
So
kick her out.
You can
Just
get
kick
it,
her out.
Figure out a way to make it work. Get whatever you need to get in order to get that. You'll have access to the coverage. So you're not being denied access, but I don't want, I want one camera.
Yes.
And there's one video camera and one.
I can't
regular
believe
camera.
we sitting here explaining this. Can she be escorted out the courtroom? Why is she even in here?
A big distraction.
Understood.
So for that reason, I'm denying this Rule 22, but suggest that you make arrangements to get whatever you need to get so you can access you'll still be able to access the footage.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're very welcome.
Who is that?
Okay.
Damn. Oh my God. That was the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen thus far. Oh my God. Now we're going to say that wasn't stupid. So we start off the trial with pure stupidity. Joy Queen in the building. We're starting the trial with pure stupidity. Wow. Wow. I can't believe that. Why was she even allowed to walk up there? She's not a witness. She's not there to talk with the prosecutors or the defense. And look, she want to record what these motherfuckers is arguing about, which I already know what they are arguing about. Okay? You know what they arguing about? Yesterday, when the prosecutor said, we are going to turn this misdemeanor into a felony. That's what they arguing about. And the black man sitting up there saying, well, you can't do this. And the white lady saying, oh, yes, he can. I don't have to hear that. I already knew that was happening. Okay? They said they was doing that yesterday. Today is a new day, but the plan from yesterday ain't changed today. Does that make sense? Look at him. Look at his face. He's like, come on. Oh, no, she laughing. Look at her. She laughing. She laughing at the defense attorney. Like this dumb nigga. Okay? What type of flags are standing behind her? I see an American flag, but what's that other flag on behind her? Does anybody know? Do you identify what that flag is? That flag behind her. Do you know what that other flag is? It's not, I mean, we have the American flag on the left, but what is that flag on the right? It's just a question. You know, you should understand signs and symbols when you walk into a Georgia courtroom, okay? What does that flag on the right signify? If you know your history. Some of y'all don't know y'all history. You feel me? Because that flag means something. Oh, do it mean something? Okay? See, I got the fuck out of it. I'm a northerner. I don't believe in that flag on the right. So I just got my ass the fuck up out of Georgia. Because they're not going to take down their flag for me. Okay? They're not going to take down their flag for me. And if anything, okay, Look at the prosecutor. See how he was smiling and shit? Yeah. Look at the defense. Still trying to argue. Look at the judge waving her hand like, nigga, get out my face. Do you know where you are right now? Okay. Look. Why is he waddling? Oh, he mad. Tell me that nigga not mad. Yeah, Georgia flag. Yeah. That's not a flag for black people. You know? Very good, Jay Solo. That flag isn't for black people, you know? That's not a Pan-African flag, is it? No. Can we rewind that? I want to. Can we rewind when he walked away in defeat? Watch. Look. Watch. Look at that look. Oh, that's fucked up, man. Look at that look, yeah. Look, look. He did already lost. Look, he did already lost. Okay, I'm telling y'all, pay attention to the body language. You see, nigga, you in Georgia. Look. God damn. Okay, that is a sign of defeat already. Okay, okay. Hey, she look. Come here. I want to tell you something. We don't care about niggas. That walk that is a horrible walk. Okay, look, that is a horrible walk. Hey, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. We hang black people in Georgia. Oh, God damn. God damn. Oh my God. Okay, it had already started. Look at that. Look at that black woman down there. She was born and raised in Georgia. Her whole life, she has been trained to look down white people around her. Look, she looking down and shit. Look up, girl. I know you the court recorder, but ain't even nobody recording shit. You can look up. Okay. Oh, I see people walking out. Look, people leaving. They can't record the proceedings. Okay. She like, that's a bunch of bullshit. I can't record the show. I can't record the show. No, bitch, you can't record the show. Uh-oh, I still got sound on this side. Okay, good. Okay, they still on mute. Okay. If the court reporter is in the chat right now, just type and say what up, though, girl. Okay. She look like she watching the show right now. Where the fuck did the judge go? Come on now. What are y'all doing? Where did the judge go? Elijah Bishop. They got this big ass wall over here, aka Nature Boy. What? I want to see if I can't blow that up. You see that over there in the left hand corner, y'all? I want to see if I can't blow that up. Okay, let's see if we can do a better job. Okay, let's see if we can do a better job in blowing that board up in the corner. Because I'm trying to see what the fuck that is. I can't believe that black woman walked in front of the judge and said, "Oh, I can't record in here. I can't, record on my iPhone. I can't do live commentary." Damn, I cannot make that shit out. Let me see if I can let me see. Y'all know I'm working with it, y'all. I'm working with it. I cannot get that board. Let's see the contrast. No, I cannot get. I could see it. like vaguely. Okay, I can see it vaguely, but I cannot make out what's on that board. Okay. Seems like there's a whole bunch of connected dots there. I guess they're gonna get into that uh when they unmute the mic. But who you rooting for, y'all? Who y'all got? Y'all got the prosecution or you got the defense? Okay, who's gonna come out with the hard body opening statement? Okay, who's coming out swinging for the fences? You see that prosecutor in the front, right? Look, you see the prosecutor in the front. She got her hair done. She knew them cameras was gonna be on the back of her head. She didn't spend $500. Go ahead, girl. Look, she made sure all those braids are perfect. Okay, because she knew that camera was gonna be focused on the back of her head. Okay, people looking at the prosecutor. Okay, okay, but I want to see if the defense pop out and see what the defense gonna have to say. Okay. Well, yeah. As we saw earlier, this defense attorney don't look too confident. Okay. They don't look too. He didn't look too confident. Waddling back to the goddamn defense side. Okay. He did not look too confident there, sir. Yeah, he should have called Tyra. He should have called True Freeman. Okay, Tyra might have got him out of this on a technicality. Okay. Tyra would have brought up the fact that his last name ain't Bishop. Got him the fuck up out of there. Real talk. Okay. And what is that? And look at the judge. I think she watching the sex tape again. Look at her. Okay. Girl, turn that shit off. Focus on this goddamn trial. Okay. Checking out that man's package. Curious and shit. Okay. Now, goddamn it, what the fuck are y'all waiting on? Is the question. What, y'all ain't got Nature Boy out to sell yet? They ain't got Nature Boy out to sell yet, y'all. Okay. Come on, girl. Turn the tape off. I can see the sheriff on the reflection of the glass. You know, the longer you like make this shit in suspense and shit, okay? Even the prosecutor, like, look, the prosecutor, like, he nervous. Look at the prosecutor. Why is he changing colors? You nervous down there now? You scared? He over there nervous and shit. He's like, yeah, we're gonna hang this nigga today. Yeah. Okay. Hilarious. Okay. They are taking their sweet motherfucking time. All right. The judge over there ordering shit on Amazon. You can just look at her. She ordering shit on Amazon. Okay. What's that, Joy Queen? Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Damn it.
Keep the knowledge no matter what you do.
Let's go. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
Yeah, hey. 10 toes down, no folding.
Let's go.
No water, no floating.
Let's go.
Gotta hear the people, they broken. Give
Yeah.
them truth as opposed
Yeah.
I descended from heaven to lift up the culture. Picking
Hey.
up human experiences, but I'm transcending
Hey.
them cause I'm immortal.
Hey.
Demi got half human, but I came from noon. Vibing so high, I feel like the sun at the sky at the time when it's noon. Let
Hey.
go and touch with my nigga, it's bar energy,
Hey.
won't get consumed. Now
Hey.
I feel like a match and the flame won't burn out no time soon. Taking the height, reflecting the light, Messiah got me in tune. I'm changing now, UVB up my shade of brown. I move to the tropics, my melanin popping, I'm closer to the source, we hanging out. Me
Hey.
and my higher self, one and the same, ain't
Hey.
no separation now.
Hey.
I was in a paradigm loop till I found my chief, now I'm breaking out. Picked up my unk on the straight and narrow, 3 C's, no changing routes. I'm G-O-D, ayy, any confusion, I break it down.
Hey.
All I do is focus
Hey.
on my good deeds, no paid amount.
Hey.
Quantum physics, melanin, grounding what I teach. Descended from heavenly realms, I put her through earth and said demigod breach. Everything quantum is not what you see. Melanin drip, drip, drop like sea. Step on the earth, root feel like a tree. I am the sun at a certain degree. Simple
Hey.
like that, it's like 1,
Hey.
2, 3. I cannot, I know I can't
Hey.
decease. I'm mentally
Hey.
strong,
Hey.
Hercules.
Uh-oh, I think anybody get started. Okay. Yeah. Why you look scary, man? And that suit too big, nigga. Buy you a suit that fit. Oh, look, Nature Boy clean in the bitch. Nature Boy clean in the bitch. Oh, you see, he came in that motherfucker like Seth Rollins. Okay. Yeah, did you see that? He came in that motherfucker cleaned in a bitch.
All right, we need to put a few things on the record before we get started.
What?
I understand there was a plea offer that was presented by the state. Mr. Coveney, will you put the details of that offer on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Count 1, rape, would be reduced to the charge of aggravated assault, and count 2, false imprisonment, would be offered for null pros. Defendant would plead guilty to counts 3 through 5 of the indictment, and 3 counts of revenge porn. The total sentence would be 30 years, so the 20 years on aggravated assault would run consecutive, or the revenge porn charges would run consecutive to the 20 years on aggravated assault for a total of 30 years. There would be between 10 and 20 years to serve in confinement. That number would be left up to Your Honor after argument from the parties. There are several special conditions that are attached to the sentence. Those include no contact with the victim, as well as the defendant may not profit off of this case or the facts giving rise to the case, and the defendant would be banished from the state of Georgia except for Clayton County.
You can only stay in Clayton County, is that what you said?
Yes, but it'd primarily be he could utilize the airport without being in violation of the
Gotcha,
terms of the
banned,
sentence.
but for Rankin County, okay. All right. Mr. Booker,
Yes, sir.
have you discussed the terms of this offer with your client?
I think he has further questions, Judge.
Okay.
Essentially, the terms that the state and I talked about this morning, my client was concerned about having to register as a sex offender. The way that the state has crafted the plea, he would not be required to register as a sex offender. And so that was a large portion of what he was seeking. Again, there would be parolable offenses versus what we're facing now, which would be a mandatory minimum life or split sentence on rape. So, assuming the jury finds guilty. Do you need further time to discuss what the state has proposed? Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll give you a few more minutes to talk, but then if we need to move forward, if we're not going to do it, so.
And if the state could, just for my client's edification, if you just state on the record that he doesn't accept the plea when it's deemed as withdrawn, so you'll know.
It would be deemed as withdrawn at the time that Ms. Newell, which is the first state's witness, takes the stand and is sworn.
All right, so in the next few minutes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Football numbers. He said, no plea. No plea. Nigga. What, 30 years? Shit, I wouldn't accept 30 years either, nigga. I'll be 46 years old. Let's fight, bitch. Fuck that. I'm fighting for my motherfucking life. That motherfucker said 30-year plea deal outside of life. Oh, damn. It's either life or 30 years. Look, the prosecution said, bitch, we are putting you behind bars forever. Okay? Either way it go. Yeah, the plea was goddamn 30 years. Outside of life. Let's analyze what the white man said again, y'all. Holy shit. Wait a minute. He tripping. He putting.
Counts 3 through 5.
Wait.
Count 1, rape.
Back up.
All right, we need to put a few things on the record before we get started. I understand there was a plea offer that was presented by the state. Mr. Coveney, will you put the details of that offer on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Count 1, rape, would be reduced to the charge of aggravated assault, and count 2, false imprisonment, would be offered for null cross. Defendant would plead guilty to counts 3 through 5 of the indictment and 3 counts of revenge porn. The total sentence would be 30 years.
30 years. He said 30 motherfucking years. 30. 30. God.
20 years on aggravated assault would run consecutive.
And consecutive. 30 consecutive.
The revenge porn charges would run consecutive to the 20 years on aggravated assault for a total of 30 years. There would be between 10 and 20 years to serve in confinement. That number would be left up to Your Honor after argument from the parties. There are several special conditions that are.
Nigga. Oh my God. Oh. Chat room. Let's get. Okay, yeah, we still here, y'all. We are still here. God Damn, this nigga fucked up, y'all. We are still here. Damn. Let me move this out the way a little bit. Damn. Damn. Okay. Damn. Damn. The plea deal is 30 motherfucking years. You might, hey Dory, fuck it. Look, you might as well go to trial. You might as well go to trial. Okay? You might as well. Fuck it, right? Look, man. I'm gonna put on the greatest show on earth. I'm gonna do a Ron O'Neal on y'all niggas. I'm gonna do a Ron O'Neal on y'all niggas. Okay? 30 years? Man, nigga said 30 years on the plea deal. So they trying to put this nigga in the jail for life. He ain't pleading guilty. He ain't pleading guilty to that, sir. No, he didn't. He declined. He declined it. Okay. He declined it. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Okay? Nature Boy, you are officially fighting for your motherfucking life, bro. Yes. Okay? I mean, how the hell can look make money off what? Make money off what? Okay? Yo. Okay. Exactly. The foreign prisoners let him go. He get it. Man, listen. Okay? Didn't I tell y'all that Georgia is the Klan state? They hang niggas. You do not want to be black locked up in Georgia over nothing. Over nothing. Okay? And this right here is proof, okay, that in 2024, they still hang niggas in Georgia. They putting that nigga, they basically convert Nature Boy back into slavery. They gonna use that nigga to clean up the Georgia streets and parks and goddamn recycling bank. They gonna have a permanent worker. They turning Nature Boy into a goddamn slave working for the state of Georgia for free for the rest of his natural life. You know they got the chain gang in Georgia, right? The chain gang is a prison work camp. Okay? Yeah, ain't anal sex illegal in Georgia? That's a fact. Yo, Social Media Times is actually telling a fact in Georgia. Sodomy is biblical. You don't do it. The reason why it's a law in Georgia because God said you couldn't do it. That's why that law is in Georgia. You can't do no booty sticking in the state of Georgia. Okay, that is a law. All you motherfucking the LGBT community went to Georgia. really, they could just start locking all the gay people up. All the gay men, they could just sweep the street. And y'all gonna be looking like, oh, they discriminate. No, motherfucker, y'all went down there, didn't look at the goddamn law. You don't believe that. Okay? Hey, okay. All right, yeah. They can start sweeping the street at any given moment. Okay? They could get real technical in the state of Georgia. Okay? The population of Atlanta would drop by 45%. Hold up. Hold up. Okay? Hold on. Okay? So wait a minute. We going to look. We going to look it up. We going to look it up. Let's clear it up right now. We don't want no room for speculation. Okay? The power of Google. Okay? Now look. It says oral and anal sex are not illegal in the state of Georgia when these acts involve consenting persons in private settings. You can be charged with sodomy, however, if you engage in anal or oral sex in a public setting with a person who has not consented to intimate relations with you. So, yes, it is a charge in Georgia. They clearly say it's not, but then they say it is. Okay? If you have anal or oral sex, listen, if you get your dick sucked in a park, you will be charged with sodomy, motherfucker. That's how Georgia works. Just, y'all, this is why I got out of Georgia. This is why I left. Y'all don't understand. This is why I left. Okay? It's a charge. It's a motherfucking charge. Okay? If you and your girl try to get freaky deaky and you get in the head in the park in the state of Georgia and the police roll up, they're going to charge you with sodomy. Okay? It is black and white. It is black and white. Okay? You know, yeah, observant. You should have just stuck your dick in the right hole and not try to do all that extra shit because all that extra shit is not in the Bible. Now, is it? Did it tell you to do all that shit? Did the Bible tell you to do all that shit? Georgia is the most Christian state in the country. Okay? All of Georgia law is based off biblical text. All of it. All of the laws in Georgia are based off the Bible. Okay? Just analyze it for a minute. Okay? Real motherfucking talk. And Nature Boy took his ass to the worst place he could have ever went to go do some of the old nasty, freaky shit. Because look, again, the video is public. Is it not? The video is public. Okay? The video is public. So didn't they say that you couldn't do all in the state of Georgia, you couldn't be doing all this shit in the goddamn public? And y'all motherfuckers outside doing all this old extra wild, freaky shit. Okay. Uh-oh, they back. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Thank you, Bozzy. Thank you, Bozzy. Thank you, Bozzy. Let's come on. Hold on, y'all. Let's get back to it. Oh wait. Let's get back to it. Okay, come on, niggas. Okay. No, no, they not live. Unless they live on their website. Okay. Yeah, no, they not live. Let me see. You said they are back? Put the link in the chat if they back, because I don't I see the link from 10 minutes ago. I'm on their page. Okay. Because I'm on their page. I see the video they just posted. That's the one we just watched. Okay. I be covering all of I'm sub to a lot of news channels. You feel me? Cause shit be popping everywhere. So you kind of got to be ready for it, like on the fly. Let's see. I mean, it's probably people replaying the live footage. But that nigga was fresh to death in that goddamn suit. Okay, I will give him that. To me, the all black wasn't working for him, but the goddamn the other shit was definitely there. Okay, he was clean in the motherfucker. But you see how it don't matter how clean or how fresh you are uh when you going in, right? It don't matter. They don't give a fuck. They still hit you and say 30 years. Okay? Real talk. Let me go back to that shot. It don't matter how many suits you got on. Uh-oh, let me see what you got. What you got? What's this here? Oh, okay, girl, hold on.
All right, Mr. Bishop, I understand you've now been given some more time to consider the state's offer from this morning.
Uh-oh.
Is it my understanding that you want to decline the offer and proceed with trial? Okay. And you've had enough time to talk about it with your attorney before making this decision? Is that a yes? And you understand that if convicted, what the maximum penalties are for each of the offenses? Well, Mr. Cody, can you put them on the record again?
It's life for the rape charge, and
Okay.
then the other charges have 10 years for the false imprisonment, 5 years for 2 of the revenge porns, counts, and 12 months for the other.
And is it life with possibility of parole, without possibility of parole, or is that not? Or
That's
is
a discretionary thing for the court.
All right.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so there is a possibility of life without possibility of parole. There is a chance that that could be.
That is within the range
Within
of
the-
sentencing
within the range.
options for the court. Yes, Your Honor.
So I just want to make sure, Mr. Bishop, you understand the maximum is actually life without the possibility of parole. Do you understand that?
All right, damn.
It's not just life. That's why I want to make sure you understand it. I'm ready to go forward, happy to have this trial. I just want to make sure you are clear on what the maximum is.
He's clear on the maximum, Judge. He hadn't considered the life without possible parole. Mr. Bishop has had some time to talk to me about this morning. The plea negotiations have been what I would call fluid. We've been working through some things. There were a couple pieces that were hang-ups regarding whether it would be an Albert plea, first offender, those kind of things. That's the hang-up for purposes of right now, Judge.
Okay.
But we're ready to go.
All right, well, we're going to go forward with the trial. I just want to make sure he understands that the maximum is not just life, but it's life without the possibility of parole.
Woo!
Mr. Coveney?
Oh, Lord.
Well, there were just 2 other brief matters that will
Go
take
ahead.
all of 2 minutes.
Fuck.
Number 1, the state's prepared to demonstrative aid. It's in the courtroom behind the witness stand. I've
Fuck.
said it to counsel this morning. It's my understanding there's no objection. I just wanted that.
Will you take it down for now, because I have to swear them in and give them a preliminary instruction, and then you can put it up before the openings, please? I don't want them looking at that when I'm talking to them.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're doing that now. Secondly, I believe the court invoked the rule of sequestration yesterday.
Correct.
There are several individuals.
Run, Chief, run out the room.
The defendant's witness list. I do not know whether or not they will actually be called as witnesses, but I believe they are in the present in the courtroom.
Read off your names, please. And folks, if you hear your name being called, you need to step outside the courtroom and wait until you testify. You're also not to watch any of the testimony from any source of media, streaming, or anything like that.
That mean you too, Judge.
That you violated that rule, you'll be subject to penalties of.
Don't be typing in my chat, Judge. That mean you too.
I'm not sure if these people are all.
We not sworn in. Y'all motherfuckers is.
Wade, Tanisha Dulay, Kayla Buckner, Edgar Bright, and Juliana Diaz.
Are any of those folks in the courtroom? Yes? All right, then step outside. And remember that you are prohibited from watching any testimony or any stream of the trial of this case. Oh my gosh.
Get the combination bitches out the room. Get out.
There's also an individual by the name of Eva Wilson on the defense witness list. I'm not familiar with who that person is, but
Eva Wilson in the courtroom?
She's not here. She's not here to say.
Okay. All right. Now, so deputies, are they still doing the stream next door? Is that over?
definitely.
Okay. Very good. Okay. If you notice any folks watching anything, any of the witnesses watching anything on their phones? Okay, thank you. All right. Anything else we need to take up before we begin?
Let's rock.
Not from the state. Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Bishop is asking for additional time to consider the state's offer. I understand we've been here since just past 9 o'clock. It's now 10:20.
It's now case has been delayed initially because it's my understanding Mr. Bishop refused to come out with shackles. He has since, fortunately, changed his mind, as I've instructed his counsel that we would proceed in his absence if he refused to come out with the shackles. It is a safety issue. Then we started discussing the plea issue. So it's been a little over an hour that we have been dealing with these matters, and that has delayed the start of the trial. I understand it is your life. I will give you 10 more minutes to talk about this.
10 more minutes on your life.
30, the jury is you should talk to your attorney.
Woo!
Promise. Don't just talk to your attorney.
Oh!
At 10:30, the jurors are coming out. They're going to be sworn, and we're going to begin the trial of this case.
Woo!
And that's it. Once the witness testifies, as the state said, the case is on the table. So, moving.
Oh, no.
This case has been pending for 2 years.
Oh,
so
no.
Lots of time.
Oh, no.
Okay, well,
I need this right here,
go
y'all.
ahead. Go back there and talk.
I need this right here, y'all. Hold on. I need this right here. I need this right here, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. I need this right here, y'all. All right, I need this right here, y'all. Okay? I need this right here. God damn it. I need this right here, man. I need this right here, y'all. Okay?
I want you to ask yourself one question.
Oh.
If you had 24 hours to live,
Oh.
what would you do?
Oh.
That's some deep shit right there.
Oh.
A lot of pressure. How would you handle it?
Yo.
What would you do?
Yo.
I turn out all the hoes that's heterosexual.
Whoa.
See the niggas right off the pedestal.
Oh.
I even look for my dad that I never knew.
Hey.
To show him how I look in my Beretta too.
Hey.
I do good shit like take kids from the ghetto.
Hey.
Show them what they can have if they never settle.
Yeah.
Take every white kid from high class level.
Oh.
Show them what Christmas like growing up in the ghetto. Teach niggas how to spend, stash the rest.
Damn.
Give blunts to the niggas under massive stress. Give
Damn.
every bum on the street cash to invest in. Hope Harlem well blow up be my last request.
If I had
Hey.
24 hours to kick the bucket, fuck it. I probably
Hey.
eat some fried chicken and drink a Nantucket.
Hey.
Then go get a job from Branson and make sure I leave my mother the money to take care of grandson. Load the 3 power, hop in the Eddie Bauer and
Hey.
go to all 6 to that poppy that sold me flour. Get a fresh baldy, make a few calls,
Yeah.
shop at the mall, shoot a little ball.
Yeah.
Have all my bitches in one telly at the same time, spread it out on different floors.
Hey.
And I'm gonna play lotto for what? Even though I ain't gonna be here tomorrow. So
You
what?
know, when I was
Hey.
close to the ledge, I'd probably be in the wedge. With this
Hey.
bad Spanish mommy playing between my legs. Then I hope to get choked and smoke one of them dreads and get that bitch to me 89 and gave us up to the feds. Thought her mama wrote her a note, we ain't close.
Hey.
I ain't a boyfriend, so I put one in his throat. Fuck around and sniff an ounce of raw. Bust the 4.
Hey.
Pull out my dick and take a piss on the floor. Jump in
Yeah.
the whip, get them cats I wanted to get. Since
Yeah.
the tavern on the green robbery in 86. Went home, took a shower in nice cold water and
This
spent my
shit
last hours
didn't-
with my
didn't
son and
got
my
out of
daughter.
control.
24 hours to live, just think.
What?
Where would you go?
What would you do? Who would you screw?
And who would you wanna notify?
Hey.
I want your ass to lie that your ass about to die.
Hey.
You got 24 hours to live, just think.
Just think.
Where would you go? What would you do? Who would you screw? And who would you wanna notify?
Hey.
I want your ass to lie that your ass
Hey, yo,
about to
Hey.
if I
die.
had 24, nigga gotta get the raw. Run on
Hey.
that poppy spot, put one in his head at the door. For the times that I paid for 20 and he gave me 12.
Hey.
8 had to be baking soda by itself. So poppy, fuck you. You dead now, I'm off to the bank with those bricks in the book bag and the stolen jag I just grabbed. Run in there,
Hey.
grab the
Hey.
bank, tell her with
Hey.
the pretty face.
Hey.
Fuck in the
Hey.
safe and have her
Hey.
take me to my
Hey.
place.
Hey.
Would make a kid, but that's selfish and that'd be bad. For my son to have the same shit his pops just had. And when
Yeah.
I'm down to 23, I'ma be strapped with TNT. Run up in City Hall and take the judges with me.
24 hours to live, I'd probably die on the 5th. Running the station, squeezing the end. I'll be waiting to get the hell and bust down Satan. Styles on the shit, and I got spots vacant. Back to the 24, I'll make it out the precinct, shooting niggas that I hate in they face while they're eating. I'm on a job, robbing every so-called dawn. Give the money to my mom and tell her that I'm gone. I will
Hey.
school my little brother that niggas mean I'm harmed. You should
Hey.
learn to tell the future without reading palms. When
Hey.
coming with the bullets, you prepared with the bomb.
Hey.
So fuck being violent, get stocks and bonds.
Hey man, look, this shit is horrible, dog. Like, yo, it's way worse than me and World News ever. Me and World News said 10 years. They came back and said life, motherfucker. Damn. These niggas said life, bro. Oh my God. And we back, y'all. We back. We back. Okay? We back in the courtroom. This nigga is fighting for his motherfucking life. You hear me, man? This shit is bad. This shit is real bad. Like way worse than I could have ever imagined. He got the shackles on his feet. That's why he can't run. You know, because I was telling him to run. He can't run with the shackles on his feet. The judge already knew that big, tall nigga had ups.
Yes, right. Okay. Anything else we have to put on the record before we bring jurors in?
No, I believe Ms. Thomas will be back momentarily.
All right, we can go ahead and bring jurors in.
Yeah, just we can just reflect that. I think the defendant had an additional 8 minutes or so to consult with counsel.
I gave him 10. He took 8. Okay, make sure that's clear. Okay.
You gave him 10.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, that wasn't even 5 minutes. That wasn't 5. The song wasn't even over yet.
He wants to go forward with the trial. Is that correct? Okay. All right, very good. I just didn't want the record to look like I shorted him.
You did not short him.
Okay.
You were generous with time.
Okay.
She did short him. We were listening to 24 Hours to Live. That's not 10 minutes long. It's not a 10-minute long song. That song is not 10 minutes long. You did short him, Judge.
Remember, no photos of any jurors.
What up, Chief? We see you, baby. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Chief right there. Okay. Who was that nigga? Who was that in the back? That's a Nature Boy hater right there. Look. That's a Nature Boy hater. Who is this woman in the back? Come on, y'all. Where my Carbonation people at? Who the hell is that woman right there in the back? Okay. What the fuck? Who are you? That's right, man. 11 alive. Film all them motherfuckers. Okay. That's right. Who are these people? Okay. All of y'all on camera don't even know it. Didn't even know it. Don't ever think you got privacy when you sit in front of a courtroom, okay, and they streaming your ass to the black sector of YouTube. Okay? These people is there for their charges and shit. They don't even realize they're gonna be in there for a long ass time. Okay? And those benches are so uncomfortable. Those benches are so uncomfortable. That hard motherfucking wood, that old school church, that's a church bench. Tell me that ain't no church bench sitting right there. Okay? My back just start hurting looking at the motherfucking chairs too long. I can't even stare at them too long. Okay? Without my lower back start twitch. Okay? Now, it's real cold in that chat room. Oh, if they call me as a witness, okay? If they call me as a witness, I'm bringing all you niggas. I'm indicting all of y'all. Okay? So keep on motherfucking typing. Okay, we all gonna be up there on the goddamn stand. All of us. The whole motherfucking AOV. If I go, y'all go. What y'all thought? Okay? If I go, we all go. Oh yeah, Betty. I'm naming you the goddamn ringleader. Okay? Too late, Dookie. Too motherfucking late, nigga. Too late. Too late. Okay? New Jack City all day. If I go down, I'm taking all you motherfuckers with me. We all gonna be in the jail together. One big happy AOV family. They gonna give us a whole floor in that bitch. Okay? They trying to turn Nature Boy into a lifetime prison teacher. They want this nigga to give all his lessons in jail. Look, these motherfuckers like, are we supposed to stand up? Oh, nigga, you need you some new shoes. Room shaking in the building. Let's go. Okay? Girl, why you got on high heels in a courtroom? Look at her with her high heels on. Nobody looking at your ass, girl.
There will be sometimes periodically where that may happen during the trial.
11 Alive camera is awful. Like, what the fuck?
All right. We are now ready to begin the trial of this case. A couple preliminary matters. You've been given those purple tags. You're to wear those throughout the duration of the trial so that they will identify you as jurors in this case and hopefully lessen the possibility of anybody talking about the case in your presence or attempting to talk to you about the case. So that's why we have those for you. It's especially important when you're outside during the lunch break. Also, the lawyers and parties aren't going to talk to you. They're not being rude. They just know we always have to avoid any appearance of impropriety. So please know that that's the reason. If they see you out there and they look away or do not acknowledge you, they're not being rude. It's just my instruction. All right. Prior to me giving you the preliminary information, I need to give you your final juror oath. So if you would please stand one last time and raise your right hands, and I will swear you in as the official trial jurors in this case. Do each of you swear or affirm that you shall well and truly try the issue formed upon this bill of indictment between the state of Georgia and Eligio Bishop, who is charged with the offenses of rape, false imprisonment, prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions, 3 counts of that, 1 count of rape, 1 count of false imprisonment, and a true verdict give according to the evidence, so help you God. Okay, thank you. You all can be seated. Now, before we start the trial, I'm going to go over some basic principles of criminal law with you. I will explain my role, your role, and the lawyer's role. And finally, I'll tell you how the trial will proceed. Many of you have not served on a jury before, so this should help you understand how a trial works and what is expected of you throughout the trial. Mm-hmm. You have been selected and now sworn to try the criminal case of the state of Georgia versus Eligio Bishop. The DeKalb County Grand Jury has indicted the defendant for the following crimes, which I will read to you now. Count 1. Grand jurors aforesaid in the name of and on behalf of the citizens of the state of Georgia charge and accuse Eligio Bishop with the offense of rape.
Not true. Not guilty.
For the said accused person in the county of DeKalb and state of Georgia, on or about the 24th day of March 2022, did unlawfully have carnal knowledge of Janae Newell, a female, forcibly and against her will, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Count 2, false imprisonment. The grand jurors aforesaid in the name of and on behalf of the citizens of the state of Georgia charge and accuse Eligio Bishop with the offense of false imprisonment in violation of CGA 16-5-41.
Not true.
The said accused person,
not guilty.
CAB and state of Georgia, on or about the 24th day of March 2022, in violation of the personal liberty of Janae Newell, did unlawfully confine said person without legal authority. Count 3, prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Grand jurors aforesaid further charge and accuse Eligio Bishop with the offense of prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions in violation of CGA 16-11-90B for the said accused person in the county of DeKalb and state of Georgia on or about the 27th day of March 2022.
That didn't happen, Your Honor.
Janae Newell, the depicted person, did unlawfully cause the electronic posting of a certain video.
I didn't post that shit.
56 seconds with the knowledge that it depicted sexually explicit conduct of Janae Newell, an adult.
I didn't post that.
And such videos serve no legitimate purpose to the person depicted. Count 4, prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. The grand jurors aforesaid further charge and accuse Eligio Bishop with the offense of prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions.
I don't even know what prohibition is, Your Honor.
16-11-90B.
I don't use prohibition.
DeKalb state of Georgia on or about the 27th day of March 2022, without the consent of Jane Newell, the depicted person, did unlawfully cause the electronic posting of a certain video with a length of 28 seconds, with the knowledge that it depicted sexually explicit conduct of Janae Newell.
It was a 28-second nut, Your Honor. 28-second nut? How is that rape? 28 seconds? It's 28 seconds.
Grand jurors further charge and accuse Eligio Bishop with the offense of prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions in violation of CGA 16-11-90B for the said accused person in the county of DeKalb and state of Georgia on or about the 27th day of March 2022 without the consent of Janae Newell, the depicted person, did unlawfully cause the electronic posting of a certain video with a length of 1 minute and 8 seconds.
I didn't post it. She posted the video, Your Honor.
Of Janae Newell, an adult, and for the purpose of harassment and such.
Your Honor, I was drunk. I was drunk.
To the person depicted. This offense constituting a second or subsequent violation of this law. Contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Signed, District Attorney Sherry Boston. The defendant has pled not guilty to this indictment, and he denies every charge in it. The indictment and the defendant's plea of not guilty present the issue that you have been sworn to decide. The indictment is the way the defendant is charged with committing crimes that violate the laws of Georgia. The charges in the indictment and the plea of not guilty are not evidence of guilt, and you may not conclude that the defendant is guilty based upon the charges or the not guilty plea. The defendant is presumed to be innocent until he's proven guilty. The defendant begins the trial with a presumption of innocence in his favor, and this presumption stays with him until it is overcome by the state with evidence that convinces you, beyond a reasonable doubt, that the defendant is guilty of the crimes charged. You may not convict the defendant of any crime unless each element of the crime is proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The burden of proof is on the state to prove every essential element of the crimes charged in the indictment beyond a reasonable doubt. The defendant has no burden at all. No burden of proof at all, and the burden never shifts to the defendant to prove his innocence. However,
yeah, me and ZX going to the trial. Fuck this. Chief, I'm coming. We're not about to let him do this to y'all, man. We're not about to let him go out like this. We about to go get him, y'all.
It does not mean a vague or arbitrary doubt, but it is a doubt for which you can give a reason based on consideration of the evidence or lack of evidence, a conflict in the evidence, or any combination of these. After considering all the facts and circumstances of this case, if your minds are
okay,
unsettled or
I mean, he deserved it, went to jail, but not no motherfucking life, y'all. Come on, man. They giving this nigga life. Come on, man. The nigga didn't need life. We got to go get him now, y'all. Wisdom, what the fuck? You coming too, nigga? Wisdom, you coming to court too, nigga, via Zoom. Now you know goddamn well this is some bullshit, Wisdom.
I'm giving you some of these instructions now, and I will give you more detailed instructions at the conclusion of the trial. You, the jury, have a very important role. You must decide the facts of the case from the evidence presented and then apply the law that I give you to those facts.
It was Musa.
Evidence
Musa posted the
sometimes
goddamn
really
video.
dispute. Evidence can
And
be either
Tron.
testimony or
Them
exhibits.
niggas was in charge of the
Testimony is
goddamn
being
video.
from people who take the witness stand and
Yeah,
serve
you coming to
as
Zoom, Wisdom.
However, the question
You a
is
witness,
whether
nigga. You know
testimony
goddamn
is
well
evidence.
that was Tron
Exhibits
and
are
motherfucking
documents,
Musa
photographs, and other films
posting the
that
goddamn video.
during the trial.
This nigga didn't post no
And the object
goddamn
of the trial
video.
is to discover the truth. During the trial, I will either admit or exclude evidence according to the rules of evidence.
Okay.
These rules are designed to aid in
Who was on the Wi-Fi?
making sure you
Tron.
consider only the best and highest evidence. The lawyers are advocates for their clients, and they have the duty
Okay.
to present their clients.
Y'all
to the
know
best of their
goddamn
ability.
well
They must
that
follow
nigga was
rules
on the
of law,
Wi-Fi.
trial procedure, and evidence during the trial. They may make motions or
Don't hear that
objections
shit,
if they believe
Coco.
any rule is not being followed.
Motherfucking Pice and Musa was the one fucking with all the digital shit and Caliber and
I will
shit.
admit or exclude the evidence according to these rules. If the lawyers make an objection and I overrule it, that means the evidence is admitted and you may consider it. On the other hand, if I sustain the objection, that means the evidence is excluded from the trial and you may not consider it. You should only consider that testimony and those exhibits that are admitted. You should not assume or infer anything about evidence which I may have excluded. If you happen to hear or see evidence that I end up excluding from the trial, you must disregard it entirely in your deliberations and in arriving at your verdict. None of my decisions and nothing that I say or do during this trial is evidence. My decisions and remarks do not mean that I favor or lean to one side or another in this case. I'm only interested
Yeah, you might have to testify, Tanya. You might have to come in there and, you know, tell the truth about this nigga. He ain't no threat like that.
Motions or objections without you being here in the courtroom, and if so, I will excuse you to the jury room. We will try to limit such interruptions, and we ask you please be patient when they do happen. So the trial will proceed as follows. First, the attorneys can give what is called an opening statement.
No, he ain't take no plea. They trying to get this nigga life.
They are simply an introduction to the evidence, a preview or outline of the expected evidence. The state goes first because they have the burden of proof. The second phase is the presentation of the evidence, and the third phase is the closing argument or summation. The attorneys may give closing arguments or summations where they discuss the law that applies to the case and how they believe you should consider the law in light of the evidence. They may also point out evidence that they believe supports their position. Remember, what the lawyers say in closing arguments is not evidence. The goal of a closing argument is to persuade you to decide the case in their favor.
Oh, what did she just say? Oh, pause, bitch. No, what she just say? She said persuade. Persuade has nothing to do with evidence. What did I tell y'all? What did she just say? She said persuade you. What did I tell y'all yesterday about what they do in these fucking courtrooms? That the goddamn prosecutor ain't got to have no motherfucking evidence. They can have the wrong goddamn evidence. They don't need no evidence to persuade a jury to convict your black ass. Do you understand me? Huh? She just said that magic word in a court of law. Pay attention, y'all.
The jury charge, and that is me explaining to you the specific law that applies to this case. We will then send you to the jury room to begin your deliberations and to reach a verdict. It is important that you pay close attention during this trial. If at any time you cannot hear or see any evidence, or if you are suffering from any discomfort that may distract you, please raise your hand to get my attention and let me know. And we will do everything we can to make sure you can hear and see the evidence and give it your undivided attention. If you need a break at any time, also raise your hand and let me know.
This shit about to go left, y'all.
As an eye issue.
This shit about to go way left.
If it would help you to sit in the front row near the TV displays, because the evidence will be projected on the screen, then I would just
Nature Boy got no idea what he's about to face.
You could be able to see as best as possible. Okay?
This shit.
All right. Now,
Yo.
if you see okay from where you are, then we're fine. But if it helps you to be closer, You can see that? Okay, very good. All right, jurors are not allowed to question witnesses. If you have a question that comes up in your mind while the evidence is being presented, please keep in mind that you have not heard all the evidence, and your question may very well be answered by the time the rest of the evidence is presented. You should consider the evidence with an open mind, and you should not reach any final conclusions until the trial is over. Do not jump to any conclusions before all the evidence is presented. Now, to maintain the integrity of the jury system, I remind you that you must decide this case based only on the evidence submitted during the trial and the law I will explain to you. You may not conduct any research on your own about this case or about any people or places mentioned during the trial. You may not visit any places mentioned in the evidence. You may not refer to any books or documents that were not admitted during the trial. You may not use dictionaries or other reference materials to look anything up. You may not use Google, YouTube, or any other internet, I don't even know what the word would be, internet access, websites, blogs, or anything else, or any electronic devices or any electronic media to get any information about this case. Nor should you use any of these sources to get information about legal terms or about the law. And finally, you may not read or listen to any accounts of this trial that may appear in the news, on TV, on the radio, online, in print, or in any other fashion. And again, you'll be subject to penalties for contempt of court if you violate these instructions. Remember, you are the ones who have been qualified as fair and impartial jurors to decide this case. No other influence should affect your decision. For that reason, you may not discuss this case with anyone, including family and friends, or let anyone discuss this case with you or around you. This includes discussing or sharing information by email, texting, blogging, or any form of social media. Until actual deliberations begin, that is, and after you've heard all the evidence, the lawyer's closing arguments, and the law that applies to this case, you may not discuss this case even among yourselves, in the jury room during any breaks, recesses, or anywhere else. Now, we've given you notepads and pens, so you can take notes if you would like. You're not required to, but you are certainly welcome to. If you do take notes, please remember to not let your note-taking distract you from paying full attention to the evidence and to the witnesses. And also, you may not share or discuss your notes with anyone until you start deliberating at the conclusion of the trial. Notes are evidence. Notes are not evidence. They are simply memory aids. They are not more important than your own impression or memory of what the evidence may have been. While you may consider, during deliberations, another juror's notes to refresh your memory, you should rely on your own memory of the proceedings. Do not be influenced by the notes of other jurors unless their notes help you in determining your own independent memory. You must leave your notes in the jury room except when you're in the courtroom, and they will be secured in chambers overnight, and so nobody will have access to them. And they will be shredded at the end of the deliberations. This is really important. You will not get a transcript of witnesses' testimony. So you're going to have to remember, in whatever way works best for you, what the witnesses said on the stand. So during deliberations, if you have a question comes up, well, what did the witness say about such and such? And you ask, I'm going to tell you, you have to remember the testimony based on your collective recollection. There is no transcript available to you. All right. I think those are all the preliminary instructions I have. So we are ready now to proceed with the opening statements, and the state gets to go first. Thank you.
Just a moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good morning. The thread that runs through this entire story, really from the very beginning, is a desire, a thirst for knowledge, something on a spiritual level, something that transcends eras, cultures, distance. Young people experiencing and coming out into the world on their own for the first time, longing for a kind of knowledge, spirituality, of belonging. Eligio Bishop promised that. He promised that he had all of the answers to all of their questions, the answers to their prayers, and that he could fill their spiritual voids. He alone could speak the truth. He alone showed them what they could be, in tune with nature, living off the land, a communal sort of paradise. Janae Newell first saw Eligio Bishop and his group in a restaurant where she worked. She was 22. It was about 2018. She was intrigued. The way they dressed, the way they talked, they seemed so genuine. She kept in touch with the defendant online, and she was planning a trip overseas to Bali. Instead, she left home and joined the defendant's group. At first, it was everything Janae had hoped. The sense of community and the idyllic tropical locations masked the trouble brewing. His word was law. Some of the rules didn't make sense. They couldn't use the bathroom inside. They only ate when he was hungry. He chose who they could date or with whom they could sleep. When somebody disobeyed a rule or was having a bad day or did anything to upset the defendant, they became the enemy, the scapegoat, the focus of his ire. They were the problem, and the group followed the defendant. As they traveled around from Decatur to Mexico, Hawaii, California, Belize, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, and finally back to Decatur, things only got worse. It became power for power's sake. And he held all of the power. Janae left. She flew back to Georgia, but she was still longing for something, for belonging, and things at home really weren't going all that great. And for a time, she resorted to selling her body. And after a while, after watching the group from afar online, Janae went back. This time, they were in Puerto Rico. Janae noticed that things were more volatile, more violent. She stayed for a while, and then she left again for a second time. Janae went back for the last time in 2021. The group was in Decatur at a home on Arbor Chase. There were about 20 members staying there at the time. Now, one thing about the group, when a person joined this group, they were given a new name. And so during trial, you will hear folks referred to by their legal name, and you will also hear them referred to by the name they were given in the group. And this is confusing, I know. We have created a demonstrative aid, basically just a big whiteboard, that lists several of the people you will probably hear about this week. And you may want to take notes as well if that's easier for you so you're not glancing over there. But Janae Newell, she was known by Natiri. So you may hear Janae referred to as Janae. You may hear her referred to as Natiri. Kendra Carter, whom you will hear from this week, Kendra went by Sheba. Brianna was Syrian. Velvet was Nana. Aaron Dixon, he went by True or Ace. And you will hear from all of them this week. Courtney Townsend went by Solar. You may also hear about some other members. Portia Wade goes by Aya. Tanisha Dulay is Malia. Kayla Buckner is Afro. And so on. Another thread that runs through this case is power. This defendant's desire to maintain power over the people in his group. How he accomplished that, and what he did with that power and control. By 2021, when Janae was back in the group, she will tell you the defendant would get angry over the smallest thing. he would order one member to hit another member. He lashed out at Miss Dule, Malia, one time when she tried to leave. What you will hear from all of the former members who testified this week, from Aaron, from Kendra, from Janae, Brianna, and Velvet, from all of them, you will hear that there was this atmosphere of fear and violence within the group, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Who was going to be next? Power, accomplished through the ever-looming threat of physical violence. The second part of that preface, though, what the defendant did with that power. The answer to that, the evidence will show, is sex. You will hear, again from the former members, that this defendant had his choice of the women in the group. It was understood. Nobody said no to the king.
That's a goddamn lie. No, we can't say that shit, man.
Kendra, Brianna.
That's a lie. Where's Fuji? That's a lie.
And all this time, from 2018 to 2021, as it turns to 2022, all of this time he is fostering an us against them attitude. The outside is hell, he said. They don't understand. They are out to get us. So separated from all loved ones, family and friends, reliant on him for every meal, shelter, affection, community, not surprisingly at work. When the defendant's anger was focused on one, the others piled on. When he ordered one to hit another member, they complied. When he demanded sex from Janae, or demanded that she allow him to film it, she went along. Now I want to be clear. Janae went back to the group multiple times. There were times that there was consensual sex between Janae and this defendant. And obviously, it will be obvious to you, obviously she cared very deeply about him for a period of time. His name was tattooed on her body. And she did allow him to film her. That all happened. But it happened in this broader context. That matters. And I think it will matter to you in this case. In late March of 2022, Janae had become a little disillusioned, a little unsure about the group. It was nighttime, March 24th, 2022, and it was another of his long, long talks. They were sitting downstairs, and Janae just wasn't feeling it. And her face showed it. He told Zoka, Jayon, that she should keep Janae in line. It was understood what that meant. And a little while later, something happened. Janae made another face or something. And Jayon smacked Janae. He didn't stop it. It was Janae's fault. Her turn to be the scapegoat. The them in this ever-present.
But he didn't hit her though. Oh, this bold, man.
Implicit or explicit, Jayon smacked Janae again and again. He ordered Janae on her knees, and Jayon smacked her again. Janae had enough. She was leaving again, and she said as much. And nobody stopped her, at least at first. She got her bag, started to pack a few things, retrieved some of her art that was stored in a shed outside, and she said some goodbyes. The Uber was waiting outside. There was some dispute about a phone charger as she's walking out the door. Then someone said, "The king is calling. Will you answer the king's call?" And Janae did. She asked the Uber to wait. This would only take a second. She walked upstairs to say her final goodbye. When Janae reached his room, he grabbed her in his arms and literally would not let her go. She was crying, and she told him she had to leave, but he would not let her go. He asked for sex one last time. She told him no. She had to leave, but he would not let her go. He asked again, and again. She said no, again and again. He put her on the bed. She told him no. She had to leave, but he would not let her leave. He asked again, one last time. And finally, after countless times of saying no, realizing she wasn't leaving that room unless she gave in, she said, okay.
That's not rape. Let's go, Chief. Look at him. Let's go, Chief. We going down there to go get Nature Boy. That ain't rape.
He flipped her over and
that ain't rape.
As she was crying. Janae escaped the next morning before anyone woke up.
Let's go.
She went to her friend Kelly's art studio, then to a shelter, and on from there. She never went back. In the meantime, on March 28th, Janae received messages online asking if she was back in the group. She was confused. She realized they thought she was back in the group because 4 videos had been posted to the defendant's Twitter account showing him and Janae having sex. He posted these videos on March 27th, after Janae had escaped. The evidence will show he posted these videos without Janae's consent for the purpose of harassing her. Yes, the videos depict consensual sex well before Janae left. And yes, Janae probably knew that the defendant was reporting the sex. And they may have been online before. But they were posted on March 27th without Janae's consent for the purpose of harassing Janae. Go back to power, that thread that runs throughout this case. The evidence will show his attempt to maintain that power, to demonstrate that power, even after Janae escaped. The final overarching thread that runs through this case is the online presence and life that many of these young people lived. Much of the day-to-day lives of this group were streamed online. On YouTube, on Instagram, on Bigo. And many of the former members that will testify this week still maintain large online presences today. As the former members will tell you, what happened in the group actually happened. This wasn't acting for the cameras or the clicks. The violence was real. The emotional manipulation was real. And the tense threat of looming violence was real. In addition to Janae, you will hear the stories of Kendra Carter, who joined the group in late 2018, of Brianna Jacobs, Aaron Dixon, and you will hear from Velvet Marquette. For a while, Velvet was married to the defendant.
Damn!
Their daughter.
Oh, he didn't name names.
Up until about 2020.
Damn!
Hear her story. At the end of this case, after you have heard all of the evidence, the judge will instruct you on the law that applies to this case, including the law that sexual intercourse obtained through fear or intimidation is not consensual. After you have heard all of the evidence, which includes the testimony of witnesses, we will once again address you and ask that you return a verdict which speaks the truth, a guilty verdict.
Thank you, Mr. Hooker.
Thank you, Judge. One last gentleman. In March of 2022, that is the date that this alleged incident happened. The state just spent a lot of time talking to you about a lot of things, but they didn't talk to you about March 24th, 2022. That's what you're decided on. Not what happened in 2021, 2020, or any time before that. They're going to avoid March 24th, 2022. March 24th, 2022, Janae Newell, who is the alleged victim in this case, alleges that this young man here, Elijah Bishop, raped her. The judge is going to tell you what rape means, but that he penetrated her against her will and with force. That's what she said happened on March 24th, 2022. That she also was falsely imprisoned by Elijah Bishop, meaning that she was not allowed to leave. Okay? That's what the state has proved you. Not about anything that happened anywhere else, not about other people, but it's what happened between him and her on March 24th, 2022. And I'm going to ask that you go through this trial, that you listen and focus on that date. Because right now, this is going to be a can't see the forest for the trees type of case that the state is presenting to you. Additionally, there are charges for revenge porn, for posting something on the internet in order to essentially embarrass her or harass her. So let's go back and look at March 24th, 2022. This defendant, along with some other people, were living in a house. It essentially was a polygamous relationship. This defendant had a woman that was considered to be his queen, and then there were other women that were there as well. We're not here to hide that from you.
Facts.
That's not what he's charged with. Okay?
Finax.
Now, on March 24th, 2022, Janae Newell indicated, based on what she told law enforcement, that she wanted to leave the house.
Facts.
So she wrote text messages on that day that will be evidence. But other things that are going to be extraordinarily relevant about March 24th, 2022 is her interview with law enforcement and the different things that she did. So on March 24th, 2022, she ended up leaving the house the next morning, which was the 25th. Okay? But on that day, between the time she talks to law enforcement, which is not until April of the next month, essentially, 2 weeks later, she gives an interview to law enforcement. She never actually tells law enforcement that Mr. Bishop raped her. What she did was she came down to the DeKalb County Courthouse and she attempted to get a misdemeanor warrant against Mr. Bishop. And in that misdemeanor warrant, she didn't say anything about being raped. She said that he had posted some videos online that she wanted him to take down. That was it. She never said anything about being falsely imprisoned. Because she had to make a sworn application in front of a judge in order to get a warrant taken out. So they scheduled a hearing. In that, there was never a single word about rape. She also gave an online interview with a YouTube interviewer. Another person. In that interview, she described making love.
Making love. Oh.
She used the words making love.
Making love.
I know these are difficult terms to hear. We're adults, so we're going to have adult conversations.
That's right.
Rape, obviously, is a act that there is no love in.
Mm-hmm.
There is two people, and an act happens, and one of them obviously doesn't want it. The other one forcibly does it. You cannot get further from that when you use the words making love.
Making
so
love.
Was recorded with YouTube, where she was interviewed by another person. She described going back into the house, and that she and Mr. Bishop made love.
Made love.
Those are the words that she used. She additionally said that she believed Mr. Bishop was faking it.
Oh,
he didn't really love her.
Oh,
he was faking being excited to have intercourse with her.
Oh,
Not a single word about rape. Not a single word about false imprisonment.
Oh.
After that, she gives another interview. This time to police. And when she, in the first 5 minutes of the interview to police, she describes that they are making love. That's the words that she used. She does not use anything about rape. It's not until much further in the interview where the police ask her, well, was this consensual? And her words were, I don't know.
I don't know.
She says rape. She also speaks to Eva Wilson right after, on the night of the 24th, by text message and phone call. That was her substitute mother. And Eva Wilson asked her, hey, you know, what's going on? She never says anything about being raped. She never describes being forced to do anything. Simply put, she asked her if she can come and pick her up. This case is one where the goal of the state is to be able to show you a lot of other things, but you're to decide on March 24, 2022, whether a rape took place. Now, addressing false imprisonment. The state's going to say, and they're going to put in evidence, or try to, that Mr. Bishop falsely imprisoned her. And you just heard the state, through his words, and his words and my words are not evidence, but you just heard the state say that she left the house, she had called an Uber. I can't imagine how you would be falsely imprisoned if you have the ability to call an Uber. But she alleged that she was being beaten by another person. And so because she was being beaten by this other person, she decided to leave. That's what he just said. She packed her bags. Nobody stopped her from packing her bags somehow. She was able to get her paintings out of the storage. Nobody stopped her from doing that. They don't even describe, according to what he just said, Mr. Bishop stopping her from doing anything. She gets outside to an Uber that she's somehow able to call. And yet she's been beaten so bad, according to her. When she gets out to the Uber, she decides that she wants to go back in and say goodbye to a person who allegedly has treated her so bad for so long. That's not false imprisonment. You don't want to go back inside and say hello to a person that has been a person that has beaten you and mistreated you. So
preach, brother. Preach the gospel.
Additionally, the state just indicated in their opening statement that the videos that they are alleging that he posted subsequent to her leaving to harass her is what they're alleging, that those videos were actually posted before she left.
Oh.
It wasn't the first time these same videos were posted.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a complicated case, but it becomes extraordinarily complicated when we tie in a bunch of other stuff that doesn't have to do with March 24th, 2022. This case is about March 24th, 2022. And as you hear the questions that are asked of Ms. Newell from myself, from the state, and anybody else that's involved in it, focus on March 24th, 2022, and the statements that she gave to law enforcement, the statements that she made to her friends and family, the statements that she made by text message, the statements that she made to the magistrate court here in DeKalb County. Think about all those statements where she never says the word rape. She never says that she was forced to have sex. She never gives a description of what Mr. Coveney just described to you at any given time before that. And I would venture to say that the state during this trial will never, before you put that in evidence, that at the end of the trial, all those things that I just told you, they won't put in evidence anything that controverts that, because that evidence doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. She described making love. And we're all, 14 of you guys are adults. You know there's a wide discrepancy from someone making love versus someone being raped. Now, the state asked you during the four-hour process, was it an issue with things being delayed? This is not about a delay. This is a totally different statement than rape. So please, as you listen to the evidence in this case, don't get lost on online persona. Don't get lost on multiple women being with Mr. Bishop. Don't get lost on what other people say. On this particular date, March 24th, 2022, at the end of this case, your minds will be unsettled and wavering, which law requires those to be satisfied in order for Mr. Bishop to be found guilty. And we're going to ask that you return a verdict of not guilty on behalf of each count for Mr. Bishop. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. All right. Call your.
Here we go. Shit. Okay. Come on, y'all. Somebody lying.
How old are you today?
29.
And what do you do on a day-to-day basis these days?
I work. I serve at a Chili's in North Carolina, and I take care of my daughter.
And how old's your daughter?
7 months.
That's Nateri.
Do you know Eligio Bishop?
Yes.
How do you know him?
I met him online years ago, and I've been in his group for some time.
When did you first come to learn about Mr. Bishop?
Around 2017, when I saw him online with his group of people, just parading in nature.
And how old would you have been at that time?
I would say maybe my early 20s, 23.
Okay. And sort of what was going on in your life at that point?
Around that time, I was embarking on my own spiritual journey. I kind of lost touch with myself around that time. I was going through a depression as well.
Come on, Chad. Get in on this. Get in on this.
Things going on in the church that I deemed to be, wasn't right for me. And I was looking for God. So
What?
when I found God, it was in nature, and it was through his teachings of going into nature, Ezekiel Bishop's teaching going into nature.
So what was appealing to you at that point in your life about Mr. Bishop and what he could offer?
A lifestyle. It was about living in tune with self and the community, and about love and speaking righteously and being righteous, and also living with integrity and honesty.
And when did you leave home to go stay with Mr. Bishop?
I left home in 2020.
And at that point, where was the group?
The group was in Atlanta, Georgia.
And how old would you have been then?
Man, I would say around 25, 26.
When you first got to the group, were they in a house, an apartment, something else?
Yes, they were in a house.
Okay, approximately how many?
Janae is up here snitching, y'all.
Like 20 people, around 20 people.
She done turned to the feds, nigga. She the state.
How was it? Like when you first got there, what were your sort of first impressions?
This was the people that I watched for years. So I was very excited, and everybody was very welcoming. I initially met the group before I got into the home.
Tell us about that. When did you meet them?
So I met them at a party because I was invited. But also before then, they walked into my job. I was working at a raw vegan restaurant in Atlanta called Tassili's Raw Reality. And since then, they told me to hit them up whenever.
So, hold on, I don't mean to interrupt, but alright, so you're working at a vegan restaurant, and what happens?
When I'm working at that vegan restaurant, they happened to walk in the men. It was him, Ezekiel Bishop, and the men.
You said who on the stand? That's the Terry, Janae, a.k.a. that's Solar Baby Mama. She's snitching right now. You are listening to live snitching with the AOV. Get into it.
Members actually, encouraged me to come visit more, and I even gave my phone to one of them because they needed phones, and I had extra.
Okay, so you said they recognized you. Do you know where they recognized you from?
Absolutely, online. I was a part of the online base of people that agreed with their teachings.
Yeah, they're not showing her face. They're not showing her face.
To Thailand, and just to live the knowledge that they spoke. So they noticed me from online.
And so from the time that you met in person in the restaurant to the time that you joined the group in Atlanta, about how much time passed in between those two?
Excuse me?
About how long was it between when you met with Mr. Bishop and the other men in the restaurant before you moved in with them?
I would say 2 to 3 weeks, maybe.
And did you have any other plans going on in your life at that time?
Yes, I was going to quit my job, which I did, and move to Bali, Indonesia to become a yoga teacher. I had the ticket booked and everything.
And what caused you to forego the trip to Bali to go with the defendant? The members of the tribe was encouraging me to become a member of their tribe and just forget about my trip to Indonesia, just to become part of the family. They said it was part of my purpose. So. And just so we're clear, when you say the tribe, what are you referring to?
Ezekiel Bishop's cult.
Do you remember, you said it was 2020, when you first moved in with them, what happened to any personal belongings of yours?
Usually you share anything with the cult. You share anything with the tribe. Everything goes to a closet, or sometimes the men would take away your belongings. I remember that they search. First they searched your belongings just to make sure you didn't bring anything that they didn't like or agree with. They would throw away things if they don't agree with it, or some types of soaps, or certain things. But yeah, it will be searched and put away.
And when you came, did you have any personal documents with you, or credit cards or things of that nature?
Yes, I did.
And what happened to those items when you entered the group?
Well, per se, for me, for some reason, I was able to keep mine. But however, I was told to give all my money to one of the members, which was a man. So I cash-apped everything that I have.
Were you given a new name when you entered the group?
Judge, I'm going to object to what this has to do with March 24, 2022. I don't think it has relevance to it. I would ask that we get to that date.
Mr. Coveney?
The context is here, and I believe that intrinsic evidence is what is necessary to complete the telling of the story. All of this is intrinsic.
All right. Overrule the objection. You may continue.
Oh, they railroading him. They railroading the nigga. Damn. She said overruled.
No.
Ah.
This time I joined the group, no. I kept my name, which was Natiri.
Okay, how did you get the name Natiri?
I named myself
And when did was that before or after you joined the group?
before.
How would you, when you first joined the group, how would you describe Mr. Bishop?
When I first joined, he was very kind and he was very charismatic. Also the tribe, the cult, the tribe, they were also that way. I believe that he was very, caring at one point.
And were there rules in the group?
Yes, there were a lot of rules in the group. For one, the men weren't allowed to talk to the women and vice versa. And when I came in, it was very hard for me because it didn't make sense. So I made a complaint to Eligio Bishop, and he then went ahead and changed the rule around. But then after some time, possibly a week to a month, 3 weeks to a month, he changed it right back to women not being able to talk to the men.
What were the sleeping arrangements?
Everyone sleeps everywhere. There were people sleeping in the dining room, in the living room. Only Eligio was allowed to sleep in the master bedroom, though it wasn't his house. And all
Fuck, it wasn't his house. What are you talking about? It wasn't his house.
There was the times when we did have couples. The couples slept together, but Eligio had a set of women sleep with him only in that room.
And where did these rules come from?
Eligio Bishop.
Were you able to? Was anyone able to say no to the rules?
No.
What would happen if you did?
When you disrespect Eligio, you would be either go in the corner or around this time. This is around this time. What I saw, you would either go in the corner or do squats or be reprimanded or shunned. This was the first time I was there.
Were there rules related to romantic relationships?
Yes.
What were those rules?
At the time, the first time I was around, he would put people together. He would say that they have a choice, not necessarily in my particular situation that I had a choice, because my choice wasn't accepted.
What do you mean by that?
There was a male that I wanted to be with that was a part of the tribe, and the tribe was polygamous, so he was already with a woman, so I believed that I could be able to be with him, but he wouldn't allow that. He would just say that he's the only one that's supposed to be polygamous in the group.
So I just want to be clear, because you're using the word he. The man that you wanted to be with, what was his name?
His name is Courtney Pete Townsend.
Okay.
But in the tribe, the cult, his name is Solar.
Oh, she just dropped Solar's name.
With Courtney, and who was it
Oh.
not allowing that to happen?
Eligio.
And why was that?
There's no object, I think that's speculation.
Response.
Do you, if I could rephrase
tell us that he's the king.
Oh, I can move on.
All right, sustained. Go ahead.
What did members of the group call Mr. Bishop?
He had many names.
Judge, again, I'll object for purposes of relevance. It has nothing to do with March 24, 2022, what people call him in the group.
Mr. Coveney?
It is absolutely relevant. It's intrinsic evidence. It goes to consent. It goes to all of that.
All right, overrule the objection. We'll come in.
Damn, nigga, he 0-2 out here, man.
Some of the names of Mr.
Come on, it's another overruled judge.
He was named Baba G, Poppy, King, Chief, Father Tahuti, and that's all I know.
How did the defendant refer to the world outside of the group?
Hell. It was hell for us.
Did he say why it was?
Judge, I don't object. It has nothing to do with March 24, 2022. How his description of what happened in the world outside.
Mr. Coveney?
Same response. It does.
I'm going to allow the testimony, and if you want to have a standing objection to...
I'm asking for the to make a standing objection.
Of course. All right. Go ahead. But
This some bullshit. This some bullshit. Come on, y'all.
The defendant in this case referred to the outside world as hell.
I'm going to object as a question is based on speculation why he did it.
So I'll sustain that objection. Rephrase the question.
Thank you. Thank you. Damn.
The defendant explained why the outside world was hell.
Yes, he did. He basically told us that the outside world was Babylon, and it was going to crash down, and Mother Nature is going to wipe it all out. But the chosen were able to stay with him, and the chosen are his disciples. So we consider ourselves his disciples and to follow him. He was the Christ.
Did he allow you to maintain communication with your family and friends outside of the group?
No.
When people left the group, how did he respond? When people left the group, how did the defendant respond to that?
He, when someone wanted to leave, we, as a tribe, would, excuse me, when someone wanted to leave the tribe, they would be reprimanded by him and by the cult members. The members would tell them how they're wrong.
That would be hearsay based on other people who have not satisfied.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. You can't talk about what other people may have said other than...
That's right. We 2 for 3 out here. Let's go. Let's go. We 2 for 3. We coming back. Let's go.
People left the cult, not like what was said, but like what was his response?
He didn't like it, of course. Sometimes he would play off like we could leave. Other times he would just tell us mean things and call us names and tell us how wrong we are for leaving.
At some point, did you leave the group?
Yes, I left the group 3 times.
Okay, let's talk about the first time that you left the group. About how long had you been in the group when you decided to leave?
The first time I decided to leave, I believe I was in the group for about 5 months or so, 3 to 5 months.
And what happened, or did something happen that led to you wanting to leave?
Well, the first time I left is because I was voted out. And he told me, we had a meeting, and he was trying to tell me that me having feelings for another man was weak. And he should basically be the only one I should be wanting. So the tribe, the cult, went ahead and agreed with him to cast me out. And it was basically a test, like he likes to say. Whenever we're told to leave, he expects us to fight for our right to be a part of his discipleship and a part of the chosen. So he would basically tell us, go ahead and go. You leave, go leave. And that's what happened the first time. I didn't take that as a test, though. I thought I was literally supposed to leave, so I made my arrangements and I left.
Where'd you go when you left?
I went back to my home in Atlanta.
About how long did you stay away from the group?
About 10 to 11 months.
When you were away, were you communicating with anybody within the group?
Yes.
Who was that?
Solar.
What drew you back to the group?
Solar.
And when, do you remember when you went back to the group, when you went there the second time?
No, I don't per se remember, but I remember the year. I believe it was in 2021.
Okay. Where were they at that point?
They were in Puerto Rico. And also, it wasn't just Solar that brought me back to the group. It was also Eligio Bishop.
Okay. Tell us about that.
One night at 5 o'clock a.m., I saw a message from Eligio Bishop. He told me that he had a dream, and he said that I was supposed to be with Solar. Now, around this time, me and Solar have been privately communicating. However, for some days I haven't heard from him. So Eligio decides to text me and said, "Come back home. You're supposed to be with this man. I had a dream." So the next day we had a call, and he made arrangements for me to go back to Puerto Rico. He bought the flight and everything. So I made my way back to Puerto Rico in hopes and in expectations of being with the other man that I loved.
Had anything changed about the group while you were gone?
Yes, the location, of course, but the group got a bit more violent from the first time I've seen it.
What do you mean by that?
I would say that I heard.
Judge, I object. I don't know the relevance to that. March 24, 2022.
Mr. Coveney believes that there's a standing objection on that ground. This is absolutely intrinsic. It is also covered by the court's pretrial ruling on one of the court's pretrial rulings.
Well, I think she could testify to what she actually witnessed, Judge, but I think if she's going to testify to what she heard someone else say, that's probably.
That's a different objection. Okay.
Agreed.
So again, you can testify as to what you saw, you observed, you experienced,
Yes.
but not what someone else told you happened.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Did you yourself observe, as in see or hear anything in Puerto Rico that led you to believe that there was violence in the group?
Absolutely, yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Okay, I can account for 4 times that I remember. For one, we was traveling around the islands of Puerto Rico, and we ended up being in some kind of Airbnb. What happened is that I seen him.
When you say him,
Eligio Bishop. I seen Eligio Bishop basically abuse one of the women that he calls his wives. This one was Aya, but what happened was he placed his head on top of her head and mushed her back to where she fell back. Then I saw him drag her into another room, and after that I heard a lot of banging and certain things. And he left the room very angry. He was very angry because she was upset with him, and he was speaking to her, "Say you're going to leave me. Say you're going to leave me." And when I went to the room after the banging, just to check on her, she was on the floor crying and had cuts and bruises on her, open cuts and wounds. So I went to her and I grabbed the aloe off of the dresser and I covered her cuts.
in addition to that incident, were there any other incidents of violence that you observed in Puerto Rico?
No. After that,
No. Okay. Was there anything else different about the group in Puerto Rico?
Yes. The group, had it outside. The group had a downstairs, and there was an upstairs, and there was a home that only he was allowed to be in. The others had to be downstairs in tents or huts or whatever.
And was that different than the sleeping arrangements in Atlanta?
Yes, in Atlanta we weren't in tents.
Were you allowed to be in a relationship with Solar when you went back?
No, he kept me away from Solar a lot. He basically told me that he only lured me back there for content, and it was all a hoax, that he was never going to let me be with him, and he was going to initiate a fight between me and the other woman that he wanted me to be against, which was his Solar's first wife.
Who's that?
Her code name is Zilka, but her name is Jayon Marine Hamilton.
Had the teaching changed? Like the defendant's teachings?
Yes, absolutely.
How so?
It went from being a part of nature and being one with the all, and we are all gods and goddesses that walk the earth. Then it just went to him becoming the Almighty God, Jesus Christ, God figurehead. And we were all part of his mind. And we did not exist. And the only thing that existed was him.
How long did you stay that second time?
The second time I stayed a month.
Why did you leave?
I left for two reasons. For one, I was sick and tired of being stuck in the upstairs. He kept me away from the commune. And he went to Atlanta to party and do all these other things while he had me and another woman stuck up in the house doing nothing, just wasting away there. And I was growing tired of it. I remember once asking to go downstairs just to be with the community of people that I came to live with, and I wasn't allowed to, so I got upset with that and I left. And I started to feel horrible because I couldn't be with the person I wanted to be with in the first place. The second reason is because of the abuse that I heard the day I was leaving made me push to go. He wasn't there, but one of his members abused one of his wives there. And I heard the whole thing, the screaming, the traumatic, everything.
So that was when Mr. Bishop was not there, that was two other members fighting?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I remember while I was in Puerto Rico, I remember another account that he's abused one of his women. I heard her screaming from the top of her lungs one night. And
who was that?
This particular one, her name is Malia. Her code name is Malia. Malia was screaming from the top of her lungs, saying, "I'm sorry." And it woke up everyone in the home. And all you can hear is him beating on her really, really bad. No one did anything. I froze. I didn't know what to do.
And when you left that second time, was the group still in Puerto Rico at that point?
Yes, they were still in Puerto Rico when I left, and then they traveled somewhere else after I left.
How long were you away from the group?
After that, I would say some months.
Some months?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you went back the last time?
I went back the last time, for the third time, December 26, 2022, or 21.
21?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Where was the group at that point?
The group was in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and had anything changed about the group from the last time that you were there?
Yes, I believe that I thought they got better. The house was different, of course. There were no tents, but they were very much nice to me when I came the third time.
About how many people were living there at that time?
It was just him and his women, so I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women, and me.
Where were the guys?
The guys were in the Pennsylvania location. He has separated the women from the men again.
How long did that last?
That lasted some months.
Now that we sort of have the timeline set out, I want to talk about your personal relationship with the defendant.
Yes.
When you first joined the group, how would you describe your relationship with the defendant?
Friends. We were friends, but also he was the head in charge, so I was basically his disciple. And then he would make me his lover and take me and become his wife, one of his wives.
Did anything happen, or when was the first time that something happened that made you believe the defendant had a sexual interest in you?
Yes, it was weird, because I never looked at him that way. But when he told me, he said, I went to him and hugged him. That's what happened. I went to him and hugged him because I love to give hugs.
So let's put this on the timeline. Was this the first time you were in the group?
Yes.
Okay, about how long, do you know, like, was it right when you got there, a couple months, couple weeks?
It was some weeks. It was when I got there. Right when I got there, he was just, everybody was already coupled. He already had his chiefess there. Everybody was, in their relationships. Yeah. Okay,
so you said some number of weeks after you got there, tell us what happened.
I went up to him and hugged him, and he said to me, you might be ready to have sex with me soon.
And what happened next?
After that, I didn't know how to take that, but when I went ahead and asked any other member, it was looked at as a high honor to sleep with him. So, but I didn't take anything of it. I just brushed it off, I guess.
Did you eventually develop a relationship with the defendant?
I don't want to answer that question.
At some point, did the defendant and you have sex?
Yes.
And was that first time when he hugged you, or was it sometime after that?
Sometime after that.
Okay. And
I went upstairs, and sometime after that was the first hug. And then sometime after that, I went upstairs to hug him again after the good night. Like I said, I'm a hugger. And he held me in his arms after that. And the women that was in there closed the door. And he basically ordered me to take a shower. And he set up his closet with lights and candles and incense and music. And around that time, I told him, well, I wanted to be with Solar. And I made that known to him that I wanted to be with another man. And he tried to convince me over and over how that wasn't going to work. And he's this big chief, and he's this guy I should be with. Long story short, he basically was trying to convince me to have sex with him that whole time, and I was kind of scared because that was one of my biggest fears. At one point, I didn't want to sleep with him at all. It was scary, and he just told me at one point I couldn't open up to him as he was trying to come inside of me, and he told me it's because you're scared. You have to relax. And I breathed, and that's how that happened.
And did you share his desire for a sexual relationship?
No. I never wanted any sexual relationship with him.
And over the course of your time in the group, did you and the defendant have a sexual relationship?
Yeah.
And did you care about him? do?
No, absolutely not. I actually told him sometimes that I was uncomfortable with being recorded. But
How did he respond to that?
he doesn't. He just brushes off. Like, he just tries to convince you how it's good and he likes it and it's for a bigger purpose and how it would grant attention and all this stuff.
Did he explain why he wanted to film it?
Yes, the third time when I was in the cult, he described it as sexual education. So he wanted to post these videos for the community to know how it is to have sex, I guess.
And was there ever any sort of like agreement that he could do whatever he wanted with these videos?
Yes, he always would have his phone. He always had the access to do whatever he wanted. It was never a question or doubt anyone should have with him.
But did you consent to allowing him to distribute these videos forever or just in the moment?
In the moment, when I was there, I was definitely, I would say, brainwashed. And he would definitely convince me that it was for a bigger purpose, which we all wanted to be there for the bigger purpose. So for me personally, I thought I was doing something good.
The last time you went back and when you were in the group late 2021, early 2022, did you observe violence within the group at that point?
Like the last time?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
And did you ever observe the defendant be physically violent with any of the women in the group?
Yes. I'm going to tell you about two of them that I remember. One of them, being the most gruesome, would be with who he deems to be his queen, which is Malia. She got an attitude or was just feeling down one day while we all were together. It was just me and the women and him, Eligio Bishop, in the bathroom. Malia was naked, as we all, we don't have a problem with nudity in the cult. So she was naked.
Hold on 1 second. Can you guys approach for a minute, please? I'm sorry. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, you want to see?
10.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, you agree?
I think it needs to be tailored to this.
Well, yeah, that was my next question, was,
Because I don't know.
use your mic.
I'm sorry. Has the court issued an order, has there been an order pertaining to the court's ruling on the 415 and 440?
I don't.
Not that I think.
Did, no, you didn't submit an order?
No.
We submitted briefs, and Caroline had indicated that there would be an order forthcoming.
Okay.
I can submit an order. I wasn't asked for one. But
Okay, well, I'm kind of in between staff attorneys, so that probably got lost and shuffled. My apologies for that. Okay, if you could submit a proposed order, I'm allowing them in. I think I said that at the hearing too. Did I?
you said it in email.
I did,
Yes,
okay.
It was
Oh,
communicated
all right,
to us.
yes.
It's just not a file order.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, let's get that order in place. Somebody's alarm is going
My
off.
watch, I don't know how to stop it.
Okay.
It's not.
That's okay. Yeah, mine did that too. I think there's something called theater mode.
Okay.
You could, is it an Apple Watch?
It is a lot.
I can't help with that. I don't know. In order to prove its case, in which counts pertaining to 1.3, do you have 1.34.10 in front of you? Okay, so in order to prove its case in,
It will be counts 1 and 2.
Agreed.
you agree? Okay. Counts 1 and 2. Actually, Ismir, make me a quick copy, please, of, I think I just need, yeah, 21, 22, and pages 21, 22, and 23.
The reason I was asking about a order is the court had not, I guess, indicated what purpose it was in for,
Right.
what scope, and so that's kind of what I was hoping that we would see. before.
Yes, no, that's fair.
So,
Okay. All right, Mr. Coveney, can you provide that information, please? What is your see if I agree with what your purpose is.
Right. The state's purposes were intent and motive. Primarily motive, but it was intent and motive were what were on the motion that we filed.
Okay. Counts 1 and 2. Intent and motive. So it would be, so it's not identity. All right, can you guys approach and help me figure out which, I want to make sure I get this right, and make sure we're in agreement.
Hold up, y'all. Let's get visual, because now they showing faces. We done heard the goddamn shit. Hold up, y'all. They done went back on mute. Okay. They went back on mute. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We are back on mute. We gonna stay with this shit, y'all. Okay? That's why we in the goddamn studio. Now we done heard testimony, right? We done heard testimony. But we done also heard, yeah, real motherfucking talk. Now, come on, y'all. What do we think of the testimony thus far? Okay. Did Nateri convince y'all? Okay. 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 Uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. They done took the video down. They done took the video down. Why they take the video down? Hold on, what she say right here? I can't play it. It's too late, niggas. We got it though. It's too late. We got it. It's too late. It's too late. Y'all said he should have took the 30 piece. Shit. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yikes. 30 goddamn years, which is off the table. Now we talking about live, 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 live. Damn. Okay. Hold up, y'all. Are they back on? Yeah. Now, Janae said to the judge and to the jury that Nature Boy took the booty. He took the booty, y'all. Okay? Real talk. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know what to say, y'all. They got Nature Boy fucked up out here, man. They got the chief fucked up. You hear me? They got the chief fucked up. I'm just saying, y'all. Huh? Okay. Yeah, we wonder where Velvet is. She probably in the courtroom. Okay. This is fucked up, y'all. If your link don't work, hold on, Coco. Hold on, girl. Hold on, girl. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Yeah, we own this shit today. Shout out to Coco. Wait, girl. I got you. Give me 5 seconds. I'm getting there. Eyes are getting there. This shit is bad. This shit is bad, y'all. I did not know it was gonna be this bad. Wait. Nigga, they streaming Young Thug trial. It's only 200 people watching that shit. Nobody want to see Young Thug. They know. All right. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Hold on, girl. What you got ahead? Let's see. No. Yeah, this is yeah. We already got 11 alive. We already got 11 alive in here. But we had this Atlanta news first. Okay, but they are on break. Okay. I know it's another one too. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. This shit is deep. Okay. Hold up. Yeah. The opening statement, yeah, that's actually a whole stream. That's only an hour long. Um, they switched over, it looks like, uh to the Young Thug trial at the moment. But Young Thug is not getting them numbers like Nation Boy, I promise you. Not even close. Not even close. Hold up, let me move this shit out the way. Fucking up my stream. Not even close. Okay? Okay? Niggas want to see what's popping with this Nature Boy shit. But do y'all know Janae gave that testimony and they hurried up and put that shit on private. Okay? Real motherfucking talk. So, if it wasn't for us catching that shit, okay? It would have went left. But as we got the witness testifying, okay? Yeah. Oh, Negro, I ain't said about nothing, anime. I ain't said about nothing. Okay? Yes. Georgia does not play. Do you hear me? They don't. Georgia don't play at all. Georgia don't play at all. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah. This is getting like, yo, I know this nigga going crazy. I be going crazy. You hear me? I be going crazy. Okay? Cause that's some rough ass shit. Okay. You said you'd have took the plea deal. Okay. Yeah, look, you'd have had a possibility of parole. You said what was the plea deal? The plea deal was 30 years, which is still fucked up. 30 years consecutive. Okay? 30 years consecutive. Meaning you got to do every year back to back. No excuses. No way out, nigga. Okay? Insane. Well, look, y'all. I don't see no more updates. We gonna come back. All right. We gonna come back. Okay. We gonna come back. Yeah. Because we don't see no action popping right now. And as you can see, as they putting these videos up, they taking them right back down. But we now know what's up. The nigga is facing life in fucking prison. Okay? Worst case scenario, life in motherfucking prison, y'all. This shit is crazy. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah. Life ain't no motherfucking joke, y'all. Okay? Damn. It's your boy VicDamoane. I'll see y'all in a hot minute. Deuces.